Hello everyone, welcome to Education Lecture. In this video, I'll be teaching you the third chapter, that is Business Environment. And as I told in my previous video, I'll be telling all the important concepts and the corresponding marks of each concept. So if you're new to my channel, then subscribe my channel to get further new updates. So the first concept is Dimensions of Business Environment. This question you would have studied in your practical oriented, or in my previous video I have taught practical oriented. In that they have given the question as what are the elements of business environment which will help in the success of business enterprise. So in that this diagram or chart is drawn. So you have to draw this only, and I would like to say that this chapter you will get only 5 marks. That is totally you will be getting 5 marks according to your blueprint. That may be your practical oriented or 1 mark, 2 mark or 4 mark, anyhow they may ask, but around totally you will be getting only 5 marks. And in this chapter there is no 8 mark, that is there are no big answers in this. Only 4 marks questions are there. 4, 1, 2 marks, that's it. So this is the diagram. Business environment, economic environment, social, legal, technological, political. So these 5, it is very easy, and they may ask you for 5 marks and you can score it very easily. So these are the 5, you can't skip anything. Then if you get thorough with it, you can just remember it. So what do you mean by the term business environment? That means what is the meaning of business environment? This they may ask for 1 or 2 marks. The meaning is, it means the sum total all individuals, institutions and other forces that are outside the control of business enterprise but that may affect its performance. Means it may be an institution or an individual. For example, I will give an example like now if we are growing up, in the sense our growth is very, if we have a company, if I am having a company, my company is showing a lot of growth and its performance is well, and it is ranked by all other companies in the place, the corresponding place. So it is ranked and it is good in performance, workers are excellent and everything. But other companies would think like, how come this can happen? So they will try to just affect our company's performance, that they will feel like, how come this company can go beyond our expectations? They should be below our feet. So that thinking will come to them, that harsh thinking. So they will try to affect us. That is only. That may be individuals also, institutions also. That may be one person, that may be a boss or anyone, or institution, that may be a whole company which may affect the performance. But we may think that no one is there, everyone are common. So but still that may affect its performance. Anyhow, other companies will try to affect the performance. So here 1 mark question answers are given. As I told, there is no 8 marks. Totally they may ask 5 marks from this chapter. So get thorough with 1 marks also. As I told in my previous videos, the big answers also they may give as a 1 mark question. So suddenly in a hurry, you will feel like where I have studied this, I have studied in a large answer. So that they may ask in a shorter form also. So give one example for specific force in business environment. That is, investor who is investing money, customer is a customer who is purchasing goods, competitor is a competitive person, then supplier is who is supplying goods. So investor, customer, competitor, supplier. So it is coming in a flow, right? Next one is, give one example for general force in business environment. You may be thinking just I am saying the words and going on. I will be saying after finishing this 1 mark question answers, there is a 4 marks question answer. In that it has given detailedly. So first you get thorough with 1 mark question. So just when you remember the point, if you understand the meaning of that point, it is more than enough to remember everything. So give an example for general force. See, here it is specific force, here it is general force. So don't get confused. In business environment, so general force is literally easy, because once you know this chart is more than, say, political condition, legal condition, social condition, technological condition. Same. Economic environment we have written, here they have written as condition. Same you have to write, but one won't be there. That is, I think economic condition is not there. Okay, so you can write anyone. Just to show you I have written everything, you can write anyone. So mention any one dimension of business environment. So dimension, that is the elements of business environment is this. That is economic environment, social environment, political, technological, legal. So you can write anyone. Don't get confused with the general force and the dimensions. Okay, so next is expand LPG. So in few chapters there will be having the expansion words be given. So LPG here is not your liquid petroleum gas. Please don't suddenly, I know whenever you see an LPG you will remember just the gas which is available to you, not that. This is full form is according to business liberalization, privatization, globalization. So liberalization, privatization, globalization. So for this also there is an explanation for around 2 marks you will be getting, but still for expansion you have to write only this much. Next is mention any one component of economic environment, that is interest rate. Interest rate, so there are still 5 points. After for 1 mark I'll be just explaining it. You can write any point of your wish. So mention any one component of social environment. So every environment, that is economic, social, legal, technological, political, everything has its own components, but these components doesn't have an explanation. So yeah, you may feel okay, Appa, we can only remember the points. Yes, because for 4 marks they won't ask so detailedly and all. If you write only points is enough. So the customers and traditions of people. So whichever is easy for you to remember, you can just write it. Social means social commonly, that may be a public. So I have written customers, traditions of people. Economic is economic, what interest rate, so and so rates, tax rate. Those will be getting, no, that one I have written. Next is mention any one component of technological environment. So the component of that is scientific improvement and innovation. That is, see, technology. So scientifically, improvement in innovations, that is inventions. So related to those words, I have written the components. So your wish, if you have any easier ones, you feel some other points easy, you can just write it. So mention any one component of political environment, that is general stability and peace in the country. So political, right, politics. So the political people will think that we need peace in our country, we have to do so and so for our people who are living in this country. So that is general stability and peace in the country. So it is related points only I have written, which will be easy to remember. Next is mention any one component of legal environment. So legal environment, that is various legislations passed by the government. So legal, right, what are the legal things which happen in front of the government. So legal legislation, so it is interrelated, like, so various legislations passed by the government. That is the rules which are passed by the government. So what do you mean by disinvestment? It is very important, and it is a 1 mark question answer. Disinvestment means transfer of ownership from public sector enterprise to the private sector enterprise. Means the ownership from the public sector. Public sector, right, that is owned by a government. So from the government sector, it has moved to the private sector. That is the privately owned company, in which the government won't be coming into the company. That is owned privately by us. Government won't be relating anything to the private company. Okay, so it is very easy only. Means transfer ownership from public sector enterprise to the private sector. Enterprise is a company or an organization. Next, in this chapter, you have only 1 year to remember. So in your 12 chapters, you will be getting here and there around 3 to 5 years. Means in each chapter there may be 1 year or 2 year, like this one question may be asked. So don't get confused with it. In which year did Indian economy face a serious foreign exchange crisis? So they are asking in which year there was a crisis in the foreign exchange in India. So it was in the year 1991. So it is very easy, right? 1991. So it is the only reverse. So 1991. Next is state the elements of business environment. So the dimensions, elements, both are same. Don't get confused with it. So the elements of business environment of are economic environment. Then we have social environment, legal environment, technological environment, political environment. Sometimes they may ask you this question for 2 marks. When they ask this for 2 marks, after writing these points, you have to explain 1 or 2 points, whichever is easy for you. That it may be economic, social, whichever meaning of the point is easy, you can just explain, so that you will be having confidence that yes, I have written everything in this, so I will be getting sure 2 marks. So because in an exam we would not like to miss even 1 mark, right? So for that only I am saying. Then what do you mean by privatization? So I told you the expansion of LPG, you will be getting the meaning of that. So privatization meaning is also very easy. It is very important. It may be asked for 2 marks. So privatization refers to giving greater role to the private sector in the nation building process, reduced role to the public sector. So in this chapter, a little more of 1 and 2 marks question will be asked. That is in your textbook or if your teacher is giving notes, because there are no 8 marks and 4 marks, around 3 questions are there, 2 to 3 questions are there, that's it. They won't ask you any more than that also. So privatization means giving greater role to the private sector. So in the question only it is saying privatization, the private companies are given a greater role, means they are supported a lot than the public sector in the nation building process. So means in the development of a nation, private sectors are given more importance. They are reduced the role of public sector. So public sector are not given a lot of importance like a private sector. That's it. The meaning is too easy for this. Next is give the meaning of liberalization. So the meaning of it is, it refers to liberalizing means remove the Indian business and industry from all unnecessary control and restrictions. So they are removing the Indian business or whatever business or the industry it is from the unnecessary. So many restrictions will be there when you start a business. So any restriction will be coming or unnecessary things will be coming. So they want liberalization means they want to remove those restrictions. So when you have a point of only this much 3 to 2 lines, when you feel unsatisfied with the answer, you have to write an example. Or when I am saying, right, I will be saying a lot of examples related to business. So those also you can write. Or you have an imaginary idea of your own example which is related to the answer, you can just go to it and write it. Because for 2 marks, if you have a short answer like this, then you have to write an example. So only in this answer the example is given. So examples is reduction in tax rate, simplifying procedures for import and export, abolishing licensing requirements in the most of the industries. So reduction, they want to reduce the tax rate. So right, lot of taxes are just increasing, so they want to reduce it. Then the import and export, so there are a lot of procedures to be followed when they do an import and export procedure, so they want to simplify it. Next is abolishing licensing requirement in most of the industries. So in many industries, when they are doing importing and exporting, they need licensing system to get to know that they are just reaching out the correct product to the correct industry persons. So next is explain briefly the features of business environment. So I would like to say that the meaning of characteristics, features, nature, all are same. So this question is a very important question and it may be asked for 4 marks. Sometimes they may ask you for as an MCQs, but it is very importantly asked for 4 marks. So I think there are around 5 points. You can write any 4 because it is for 4 marks, right? So you can write any 4, and for this for no introduction and no need to write, because as I told in my previous videos, for 8 marks you should write an introduction then and conclusion. So for this it is a 4 marks, right? So don't need to write. So explain briefly the features of a business environment. So as I told, feature, characteristic, nature, all are same. Don't get confused with it. So the first point is totality of external factors, that is forces. Business environment, it is sum total of all things external to business firms. That is, they are saying that a business environment is what to say, the business environment all are the external. Okay, in short I will say, so when we start a business, everything we take from an external firms only. That means if we want to purchase and raw materials, we purchase from other business firms who are doing that business. So, and business environment, to start a business, we take from all things that are external, that are outside from a business. So we take contracts from the outside persons, we take deliveries or the purchasers from the outside. So those are the external. So everything is external when we start a business. Next point is I hope you can see, specific and general forces. So this you would have seen in the 1 marks, just I have shown you. So the explanation of it, specific force, it affects individuals, enterprises, that may be a business or a company, directly and immediately in their day-to-day working. Example, investor, customer, competitor, supplier. So they are saying that this force can directly affect an enterprise, a company. It may be day-to-day working. So daily it may affect, because how means, for example, only they have an investor. When we have invested money, they may ask you daily or a weekly that, sir, we have invested so and so company. So you have invested in this, sir, you have invested in that, sir. So each person will be asking in how many things we have invested, that many persons will be asking. Then a customer will be coming and purchasing goods, so he may come day to day, daily or anyhow. A competitor is a person who is competing with us, that may be an other organization which is in competition with us. And a supplier are the goods, day to day goods which are supplied to the organization. So those are day-to-day things which are happening. Next is general forces. It affects individual firm indirectly. Okay, it affects indirectly means it may be social condition, political condition, legal, technological. Indirectly means now a business may be running in a good condition. Suddenly there are change in the political rules, or in a society there are change in the social or any legally anything has changed, or technologically something has changed. So according to that it will be changed. Suddenly we won't get to know that, oh, this has happened. If we were knowing, yes, this is going to happen, means that is known thing, and we know it affects individual firm directly. If we know that thing is going to happen, but we don't know, right? Suddenly it may change. Today one thing that may be a political rule may be so far the same. From tomorrow it may change. We won't be getting a notice of it. So it may affect the firm indirectly, because it was running in the old political rule. From tomorrow it is a new one, so it may affect the firm. Next is, so don't get confused, this is indirectly, it will affect us directly, and daily it will affect us. So next is relativity. The reasons for everything here, examples are given are, as I told, for 2 marks if they ask, you have to write an example. So this is a 4-mark question, but still if you have a time and if you think you are unsatisfied with whatever answer you have written, then for sure you can write an example. So relativity means business environments differs from country to country and region to region. Example, political condition in USA is different from political condition in India. So it is very clearly we can see what is the meaning of it. Now in India there is a different political conditions. Political rules are totally different from the other countries. It may be anything, any country, that may be USA, UK, UAE, or any country. All the political rules will be differing, so they are not related, they are not the same everywhere, so it differs. The business environment, if a business in India has certain rules which are followed in India, that won't be same the business which is followed in USA. They may have a separate rule, so there is no relativity. Next is dynamic nature. Dynamic nature, business environment is dynamic, means it is very huge. It keeps on changing. Example, changes in customer taste and preference, technological improvement. So when a customer, so many days he may be liking a product taste, or he may be choosing so and so company's product, but from tomorrow, or it may be from today also, his change, because due to the other person's preference or his preference may change. This is not satisfying. This product is not satisfying. I should go with some other thing. So those are the changes which are occurring in a customer. That will be changing because the customer satisfaction should be achieved, right? So it will be changing. Next is technological improvement. So the new technologies will be found day to daily. So those and all we have to get changing with it. Next is uncertainty, unexpected. It is very difficult to predict future happenings. So we can't say that in our future what will be the condition. So today the business may be running fluently, smoothly. From tomorrow suddenly a crisis or an earthquake or a tsunami, or there may be any changes in rules, regulations. Anything may happen. We cannot predict the future. We cannot say in future this so and so is going to happen. If we know that, we will be aware from before only. But we don't know, right? So those are the uncertainties. So it is very difficult when certain things happen. If for example tomorrow suddenly an earthquake comes and everything is destroyed, so to recover from very difficult situation, it is very difficult. So those are the uncertainties. Next is interrelatedness. So there is no, I have not written the meaning of it, and I hope in your textbook also it is not there. If it is there, I am very sorry. You can just read from that. But from this only it is for how far I have thought the points only are very easy for you. If you want, you can go with it. So interrelatedness means which are interrelated. Complexity means which are complex. So I will say complexity means which are complicated, which are very difficult in nature. Okay. So next is state any two difference between general and specific environment. So same this answer only they have given us same difference. So you have to write same, but still I will say you how you have to write. So general environment, specific environment, you have to just make a division between it. Then it has indirect impact on individual and enterprise. It has a direct impact on individual enterprise. So it affects the individual directly, it affects the individual indirectly, which now only we saw, right? Indirectly, directly, day to day. So if you can write example social, political condition, example investor, customer, competitor, supplier. The next is give two examples for economic environment. Interest rate, inflation rate. Inflation rate means value of the product increased. So for when you are purchasing a product, they may carry an interest, that is a tax, or a tax will be applied on a product. Then inflation rate is value of a product has increased. So if you are purchasing a product for 10, suddenly it is increased for 12. So it is the value has been increased. So next is the explanation with explain with examples the various dimensions, or they may ask you elements of business environment. For this, first you can write as a preference to feel that teacher attractive to your answer is, first you can write all the points, so that the teacher who is correcting your paper may think, oh, you have written all the points, you know all the points. So here 1 mark you will be getting. So the various elements or directions or dimensions, I'm sorry I have written directions. Dimensions of business environment are economic environment, social, technological, political and legal environment. So next, the meaning of meanings are not there. Meanings are not there. Under the points are there. So you need not worry that you have to remember the meanings, but you have to remember your points. Okay, so economic environment, it includes factors such as, so here factors such as are interest rate. So in an economy, interest rate, that is your tax rate, will increase. Inflation rate, now only we saw it, that is the value of a product would have increased. Then change in income of a people. Suddenly a person who is earning 20,000 may earn 25,000, or suddenly there may be a decrease of 5,000, he may be earning 15,000. So those may be the causes. Or value of rupee, so the value of rupee may be changed. Today you will be getting suppose for example there was a 10 rupees note, they have changed into 10 rupees coin. So the value of rupee, sometimes they may do a note of 2,000, sometimes they may say no 2,000s, sometimes a 5,000 or 1,000 note is created. So the value of rupees are changing. Those are like an example I have given. Okay, stock is share market index. So everyone knows what is a share market. It shows the what are the values of a product which are increasing day to daily. So you need not write every point. You can just write any 3 to 4 which are 4 points, whichever is easy to get thorough with it. If you feel like I can write everything, I can get thorough, it is up to you. Your wish, you can just thorough with every concepts. So the social environment includes social forces like customer tradition, as here it belongs to the society. So according to society, what are the changes, forces occurring? Custom traditions. So the customer's taste may differ, or the tradition of the customer. So today they may be following a tradition, tomorrow they may suddenly change the tradition, the way of doing their practices. So those may be changed. Or the value of the society. According to the society, some of the values may be changed. That today the gold value will be increased, tomorrow the diamond value will be increased. So that is an example. Both have a value, but still there will be values of a society. Next is society's expectation of business. Society, that we people will be expecting that this business, this company's product is very good. Or if we are doing a business and other society people will think that what he has done a business, what kind of business, so and so. So the society's expectation, they may expect, oh, you may do a dairy, means a milk factory, no, or a textile factory. What type of business are you doing? Next is social trends, that is the trend of the society may change. So today a trend will be there, that is doing a business of a milk factory. Tomorrow there may be a trend of doing a business of textile factory. So the trend may change. Next is technological environment. It includes scientific improvement. So the word only says technology. So scientific improvement, that is your machines may be developed, or the developing techniques may be occurring in the society. Next is innovation, is your invention. New inventions of peoples will be launched, and those may be used by the other peoples for their using, which may be helpful to others. Then the new ways of producing goods and services. Now for everything they are they are coming up with new ideas of producing each and every product, and to make the work of the employees easy. So those are the new producers which are been invented. Next is new methods and techniques of operating business. So you know, right, many machines have been discovered, and these machines will be helped in a business to improve themselves and getting an opportunity with working with new machines. So this will help in operating a business. So few companies would have seen there will be only machines. So there will be only investing on capital, that is money, to purchase machines. There won't be no employees. So few business may be like that. Okay, next is political environment. It includes political conditions. So politics, you know, right? So political condition, some of the conditions, today one condition will be there, some rule will be there, tomorrow something will be there. Then general stability. So it won't be stable. Generally what is stable also will be fluctuating. Then the peace in the country. So every political people will think that there should be peace in the country. There should not be a war against each other. Next is specific attitude that government representatives hold towards business. So you would have seen many government representatives have a lot of attitude towards the business. Some may be having a good attitude. They may also be investing in the business to get a part of share. Some may be just the opposite, having a negative attitude, a very harsh person of affecting the business. So both also they may be there. Next is legal environment. It includes various legislations passed by the government. So the government may pass various rules, various policies. So according to the society, according to the political conditions, according to that they pass the orders. Okay, then the administrative orders issued by the government authorities. So the administrative orders, that is who should be voted, who should be in this position. So those also will be the authorities by the government. Next is court judgments. So when you go to a court, a Supreme Court, a High Court, or a district level court, so they may have a certain judgments. If you go to a Supreme Court, according to that condition, what is your case? According to that, your case will be led by the each court, that may be High Court, Supreme Court, or any district court, wherever it is. So the court, each court judgments, that is your whatever they give you the what to say, in common everyday whatever they give you the answers or punishments, that will be according to the court, how large and how powerful it is. Next is decisions rendered by various commissions. So there may be various commissions. So according to that, their decisions will be varying. So this is the dimensions of business environment. Next is explain any 4 challenges that were to be faced by business and industry due to changed in government policy. So this is like an imaginary idea of writing an answer. Means if you feel like if you know the points and you have understood the meaning, you can write in your own. This is not only for this answer, every subject including this also. To understand the concept, you can write on your own imaginary idea, but it should be related to the concept. So here they are saying that what are the difficulties, challenges faced by a business and industry because of the government's changing its rules and regulations. So increasing competitions, changes in the rules of industrial licensing and entry of foreign firms, business organizations, competitions for Indian firms has increased. Now see, the rules may be changing. So when if you want to purchase a good from the other countries, suddenly they may change the rule. Oh, we are not allowed to purchase from other countries, huh? Okay, the rule is changed, but they will see that the circumstances according to that whether it is good or bad to change the rule. So because we are buying products from the other countries, our own that we are producing in our own countries, products demand will decrease. So the competition for Indian firms has increased. So for us the competition has increased. We want to improve our demand by increasing the customers satisfaction. We want to increase and we want to defeat the other countries by producing more goods. So that may be examples, service industries like banking, insurance, telecommunication, airline. So airlines, you might have seen many airlines are from the outside countries. Then banking ones, then insurance, telecommunication, that is your communicating things, that is your TV, phones, everything. Some may be all from the other countries which we are adopting to our own country, but we are not purchasing our own country's products. So that is a huge competition for the Indian firms. Next is market orientation. Earlier firms used to produce first and go to the market for sale later. Now firms first they used to produce their product, next they will go to the market and they will sell. They had a confidence that yes, whatever product we produce will be useful for the customers, and they think like that and they go and sell in the market. Now what has happened is, now the firms have to study and analyze the market first and produce goods accordingly. Now what has happened is now our customers satisfaction are getting changed, their tastes and preference are getting changed. So what the producers would do is, first they will analyze what is the condition of the market, that is what are the should be helpful. So they will just make a study. They will study that what a customer needs. According to that they produce, but before they were producing and going to the market, that was why that was a lag behind, means lack of problem was there, because one customer would not be liking, or there may be decrease in demand, purchases would not be a huge made by that product. So now they are analyzing what a customer actually needs, then they are producing, so that there is no overstock, that is the there won't be extra products. Everything should be sold according to a businessman. Next is more demanding customers. Increased competition in the market gives the customers wider choice in purchasing better quality of goods and services. See, now as I told, customers' demand is changing, so they are demanding more. They are expecting still more from the producers who are producing the goods. So now increased competition. Now if you take a mobile phone, there are n number of companies who are producing mobile phone, and there are n number of features, developments, and the cost, everything. We have a wider choice. As a customer, we can purchase anything. So they're purchasing they think that the customers should purchase a good and better quality, so they have a wider purchasing power. That is, a customer will purchase a product according to his situation, that is how much money he could spend and adopt a product. Next is, we might have seen, right, means for mobile phone will have a lots of range. It will may start from 10,000 till 1 lakh. So if a person is his salary is only 20,000, he may not be able to afford a 1 lakh mobile phone, but he will try very in difficulty, he will adopt a 10,000 rupees phone. So it is according to the customer's demand. So according to the demand also, see, products are there. See, as this point only says, right, according to the customers needs only they are producing products. So according to our needs they are producing products nowadays. Then rapidly changing technological environment. New technologies make it possible to improve machines, process, products and services. See, now technology is getting very much improved, and a lot of technologies are there, and there are improvement in machines, process, products and services. So due to the improvement in machines, upgraded product we get. So according to the upgraded product, according to that we get an upgraded service. So according to that only everything is getting upgraded according to the technology. So that's it. You have only 3 or 4 mark question answers. So I have thought those. Next you have again 2 1 mark question answer. So question answer not MCQ. So which of the following does not characterize the business environment? Uncertainty, employee relativity, complexity. That is employees. So you have to write the option number, that may be B, employees, so that the teacher will be satisfied. Oh, okay, you have written with option. Actually, you have to write with option only, because by mistake the option number is given wrong or anything, but still whichever is printed in your board exam paper, that only you have to write. So here they are saying which does not characterize. So in a business environment, according to a business, there is no characteristic called an employee. We have studied right now only the characteristic. Characteristic means features. We have studied, right, uncertainty. Uncertainty may occur in a business. Relativity, complexity. So we studied, I would show you again. See, we have studied this, right? See, the features of business environment. Under that the specific general force, relativity, dynamic nature, uncertainty, interrelatedness, complexity. So under that this employees point 1 come. So it does not characterize the business environment. Next is which of the following does not explain the impact of government policies, changes on business and industry? More demanding customers, increasing competition, change in agriculture prices, market orientation. Change in agriculture prices. In a business environment, there is no impact of government policy changing. Explain the impact. So according to government policy, in a business there is no change in the agriculture prices. So agriculture prices government cannot set up. Agriculture prices will be set up by the agriculture farmers. From there the purchaser who is purchasing, from there the prices will change. But the government in few industries they may be setting their own prices, but still here they have asked like that. So there is no yes, I will just simplify it and see. We have studied this question just now, right? The challenges faced by an industry and business. So the challenges are increase in competition, market orientation, more demanding customer, rapidly changing technological environment. But there is no change. They have not given a point of change in agriculture prices. So that is the point you have to write. So this is a very small chapter, and if it is a very huge chapter, that is your marketing chapter is and a little huge. So those and all I will be making into part wise, so that it doesn't expand the video, and I will get the much time to explain all the concepts in detail. So only my previous videos, previous chapters and all I have put part wise, so that I can explain still detailedly and make you understand. So I am trying all my best to just make you understand and score good marks in your exams. So if you have understood or didn't understand anything, or you have any problem with my teaching, you can just comment in the comment box, which will help me to encourage you to do my further more videos. So like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.